Oh, I see. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I got something a little bit important that I want to talk about. Kind of pertaining to the future of this channel. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We are still going to be here, but this is like seriously. All right, this all has to do with Saints Row. Okay, I took the day off from work. That cost me like $200 to miss a day. I paid the $65 for this game so that I could live stream it the day before it launched. I moved to New Zealand, whatever, so that I could bring you coverage, so that you knew what to get, because I didn't get free code for this one. I for some reason wasn't eligible to get free code for apparently the game that's the worst game ever to walk the face of the planet. If you listen to other YouTubers and everybody else, this game is complete trash. It's the worst game ever. Like, why would they even make this? It's just horrible, horrendous. It's buggy. It's broken. It's worse than freaking Cyberpunk. um, yeah, and so I was like, well, if the game is that trash, why didn't I get free code for it? Why did I have to pay all that money and take the time off of work to get coverage out for it? Yeah, man, that kind of made me mad. So here's the story, man. I'm sitting there and I'm live streaming the game. And I got people coming to the stream left and right. Hey, man, that game's trash, man. That game's trash. Everybody says it's trash. This game. And I'm like, sitting there playing it. And I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Like, this gameplay is pretty good. It looks pretty good. Visuals are all right. It looks good to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not having a problem with it. And, it's frustrating, man. Like, it is very frustrating that, like, I don't get these memos, man. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand this. I mean, like, these same freaking YouTubers. Because I mean, the same thing that I'm trying to be, man. Trying to be a YouTube influencer or whatever. But these same guys will sit there and tell you, like, I listened to one of their reviews today. I listened to about 5 minutes of it. And you know what came to mind in that 5 minutes? Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, Returnal. In just 5 minutes of them actually articulating what is wrong with Saints Row, I was like, dude, that's like Returnal, Stray, and freaking Horizon Forbidden West. Why didn't you say that about these games? Those games got a pass, but this one doesn't. And I'm thinking that in my head because, like, I've already played this game for like 10 freaking hours, and I'm like, wait a minute, dude, I didn't run into any of that. Like, this game feels way funner than Stray, like way funner than Stray. And it's, I mean, Stray's half the price of this game. Returnal, I'm like, wow, dude, this game is way more. I mean, this game is definitely more fun than Returnal. And like Horizon Forbidden West, like, they were talking about popping in this thing, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me, man? Like, he's going on about the popping in this game, and I'm like, dude, I was like running towards a building, and like I was running towards like what I thought was a mountain, and a freaking building popped out of nowhere. Like, the SSD loaded that building so fast, and I was like, that was immersion breaking. There were so many immersion breaking bugs in for Horizon Forbidden West when it came out, and I admit I was a harsh critic of Horizon Forbidden West. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, my criticism started even before the game came out, because I was worried about it, and everything I said was true. Like, it turned out to be pretty true. Like, I wasn't hammering that game because I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I just want PlayStation to fail. Like, no, that's not. I wanted that game to be good. Like, I really liked the first game. I really wanted to like the second game. I complained about the stuff that mattered to me. It looked fuzzy. It didn't look that great, the 60 frames a second. Well, guess what? It's fixed, and it looks way better. The pop-in and all the other bugs and stuff. Whoa, man, they got fixed. They're fixed. After 5 months, they got fixed. So I stopped hammering on that game, and now I say nice things about it because, like, I'm very happy with the quality that it is at now. I am. And I've said that. I've made videos about that. I have went back and I have made it clear that, like, hey man, Horizon Forbidden West is definitely, and I still gave it like a freaking higher score, man. I still gave it a 90 because when I was playing through the game, aside from all the bugs and glitches and all the problems that it had, like, I still thought it was a good game. Like, I still thought it was a pretty high production value. I still thought it, was still, one of the better looking games, on the market, today. Like, I still felt good enough about it to where I was like, yeah, dude, this is a good game. Like, I do like this. There's stuff that obviously, whatever. But every single one of those games that I mentioned, yeah, dude, I'm not seeing the bugs and glitches and stuff in Saints Row that I saw in those. And like, if you've been at this channel for a while, you know that I try to, if it's a series, I try to keep my reviews and my content surrounded around that type of game, because it's like, you got Saints Row through whatever that have all come out, and this is a game built off that foundation from those games. So I look for things like, are the visuals better? Is the gameplay any better? Does it have better physics? Is the world better? Is the world bigger? Is there, what type of evolution of that game have they made? And I feel like Saints Row has definitely done a lot more forward than backward. You know what I mean? Like, there are things in there that you can complain about, because I've never said that Saints Row is an amazing, is like the best game ever. No. Newsflash, it's another freaking average game. It's another average game. It's just average. It's not going to win any Game of the Year award. It's not going to set the world on fire for high quality visuals or any of that kind of stuff. It's exactly what what I kind of expected it to be. It's kind of pretty close to my expectations for it. Like, it really is. There are some things that I would nitpick about it if I had to nitpick, but this is constructive criticism. This isn't bashing the game. I do feel like the NPCs in the game are kind of dumb. They definitely could have done a lot more to put that in there. It kind of just feels like there's just like they, but they do look fine. Like, the visuals look good of them, but that's one thing I think that needs more NPCs and like a better AI for those NPCs. There are, like the buildings, we've gotten pretty used to being able to go inside different establishments in like over the last generation of consoles. We've been able to, in open worlds, being able to go into buildings and do things like that and stuff. And I feel like that is something that they could have moved forward with this, but the way they've got it designed right now is definitely in line with all their previous games. Like, it's pretty in line with that. I mean, you got the set piece buildings, but then you've also got just everything closed off like that. There's kind of like and the fact that the open world is right now, it feels more like it is a pretty big playground, but right now it kind of feels more like a way to just experience a story. And that's really no different than the feeling I get when I'm playing Horizon Forbidden West, to be completely honest with you. So when it comes to open world games, we've already seen the perfect evolution of how an open world game should play with Elden Ring. Like, Elden Ring is literally, in my opinion, the new king of open worlds. Like, that open world is literally how I would love to experience every open world game going forward. Like, that's pretty cool, man. But then you have, Saints Row. Like, this is an evolution of a game that obviously doesn't have like a super high budget, but enough of a budget to bring forth some stuff. I do feel like once the DLC and everything starts rolling out for this game, it's gonna grow. You'll be in there playing with your friends and you'll have fun. Like, this game is fun. Like, it is fun. Like, you'll have fun with this game. The story is exactly what you would expect out of like a Saints Row game. Like, I've never played a Saints Row game that I could play longer than a few hours without just being like, yeah, okay. But this one here, I'm actually playing it because it's not that bad. A lot of stuff going around saying, oh, the game is so woke. Man, I don't know. To me, it's like it's making fun of woke. You know what I mean? Like, it's like everything's like a snide comment, to woke people, and it's just like, yeah, that's pretty much how it feels, and I'm like, oh my gosh, man. But yeah, it's not like super preachy or pushy or any kind of stuff like that. So I don't see why anybody would be calling it woke. Is it because you can make your female your character a female? You can also make him a bald fat white guy. You can also make your character an old bald fat white guy. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can make your character whatever you want to. The customizability of that is like whatever, dude. Make it. Yeah. So I don't get like anybody calling the game woke just because you can make it a female character. Like that to me doesn't matter. Like you can pick you can build your own character, which I kind of like, man. I like the fact that, you know, I kind of tried to make my character look like me, and I was like, I mean, like the skinnier version of me when I was younger. So, but yeah, dude, like for the most part, it's a solid average game. I was saying, in the life, like I would give it an 8, man. Like an 8 is okay for me, you know. I very rarely give 10s out to games, and an 8. Because, dude, if it feels average and I can play through it and I'm interested in playing it, like if I'm interested in playing a game and I get through a game, that's a pretty good game for me. That, to me, is a good game. If I can actually sit there and focus on it and get through the game, that's a good game for me. That's a good game because, I mean, I bought Vampire the Masquerade and I played that game for like 2 hours and I was like, oh boy, I don't know about finishing this one anytime soon. Like, the testament that I'm already more time into Saints Row than Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I mean, yeah. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I'm having fun with the game. It's taken a really hard rap right now. And the fact that, like, I've wasted, I feel like making content on it any further is just kind of defeating the purpose, because I got more views on live streaming Crossfire X than I have on Saints Row. So, I mean, for me to get on there and keep playing it, like, am I just wasting my time? But I still genuinely want to play the game. So I'm just going to probably keep live streaming it because that was the plan. Earlier today, I was really starting to be like really irritated with YouTube. Like I was really starting to really hate it here. Just because of the fact that you always have to deal with the negativity, and it's getting a lot more. I don't take it personally. I mean, if somebody says something to me, I don't really take it personally. I don't really care. Like, whatever, man, you got your opinion. If you want to come to the channel and be like that, whatever. But I mean, It does start to weigh down on the community too, though. If I allow those type of people to continue to like come around and stuff. Some people in the community, I've talked to some of them, and they kind of feel the same way too. That, you know, so from now on in the channel, man, like if we ban you during a live stream, there's gonna be a vote. There's gonna be a vote. If I unban you, if I unban you from now on, like if you make it to the point where the mods ban you, they think it's serious enough to ban you, and if you're being like super disruptive, man, we're gonna vote. We're gonna vote. Like we'll after a week we'll vote and see if you know if it's worth letting you back into the community or not. Because if it's really, because I talked to some people, you know, on Discord, you know, I talked to one of my mods on Discord, and we were talking about how people were feeling in the community and stuff, and I don't want people in the community to feel uncomfortable. I don't care if you're a PlayStation fan, an Xbox fan, a Nintendo fan. Like, I don't want our community feeling like that. I don't want people to feel like that. So if there's enough people that feel like one individual is really making things bad in the community, if you get banned and we do a vote later, like after a week, I'll write the person's name down, and after a week we'll do a vote, man. We'll do a vote, and if everybody feels like that person can come back, then that person can come back. But I mean, I don't want to ban people on this channel. Like, I don't want to ban, like, that doesn't make me happy to try to silence people. Like, I don't want to do that. I just want people to be to be able to come here and experience games and have fun. Like that's a big thing for me, but that's something that needs to be addressed, because if you're just here to disrupt this community, we're just going to get rid of you. Like you obviously don't need to be here if you don't want to be here. Like if you don't like my content or like me or like the things that I'm doing, like why even come? Like nobody cares about your silly stupid console war. Nobody cares. I mean, as you can see, I have every single one of them. So I don't care about your little your little console war stuff. Like I don't care. I have my feelings about my PlayStation games and my Xbox games and whatever. Like, I don't care about your little console war feelings. I don't. Nobody cares about your console war feelings, man. And that goes, that goes for the hardcore Xbox guys too, man. Like the hardcore Xbox fan guys that are like if you guys are gonna start doing like the whole personal insult thing, yeah, dude. Like that's, I mean, like I don't care if you guys joke around. Like, I'm not gonna babysit you, but the mods, man, if you guys get to the point where the mods feel like you are being disruptive enough, it's in their hands. That's the whole reason I made them mods, is to moderate this channel and keep people, engaged, and that's what we want to do. So, as it goes for this channel, man, like that really sucks, man. I really felt defeated over this. I was really feeling defeated over this Saints Row thing. Like it does. It's kind of soul crushing when you essentially spend $265 on a game and you get less than 4,000 views. Like that's soul crushing. That is soul crushing to think that I spent that whole day just live streaming that game, and there's people out there bad mouthing it and just going to town on it, and especially the drive-by YouTubers, man. Like the people that got a review code and the reviewers, whatever, man. Their opinions are whatever, dude. But it's the other guys, the instigators, the drive-by YouTubers that don't even buy or play these games, that drive by and listen to somebody else and they're like, I gotta go hurry up and make a video, and then they make some video that's just a bunch of nonsense, that they didn't even play this game. It's really frustrating, man, because I spent my money and my time to actually bring you accurate coverage of that game. And when you got somebody else that's just regurgitating something that somebody else said, that's so bad, man. Like, I think that is so disingenuous and so wrong. It's really frustrating. It's really frustrating, and I would like to see... Well, I don't know, man. Like, negativity sells. Negativity sells, man. It does. And I don't want to change into being that. Like, you've noticed that this channel has kind of slowed down its growth a little bit because I'm not chasing, like, the everyday stuff anymore. Like, I'm not chasing that like I used to. I am more or less just trying to create a community and build on what we're doing. Build on what we're doing. So... I'm gonna stick around, but I just don't know if we're gonna be doing like if we're gonna be doing as much of the like I'm gonna probably start covering some of the older games, but I mean, like, I'll let you know just in advance what I do have planned to cover. I do have planned to cover Destroy All Humans 2, and I do have planned to cover The Last of Us remake. I've already paid for that, so that's something that we are going to cover. I'm going to live stream that. We're going to talk about it. I'm pretty sure all the reviews are going to come out and people are going to be like, oh my gosh, this game is just super wonderful. My intention is to, because if the game actually does play better and it enhances the story content that's already there, I still don't feel like, no matter what they've done, even if they brought like The Last of Us 2 movement system to the game, like, I still don't think $70 is a fair asking price for that. But I mean, we'll see. We'll definitely see, and we'll play it and we'll find out if that's worth it. And plus, a lot of the Xbox guys, there's a lot of Xbox fans on this channel. If you guys just want to sit back and watch the game in its most updated form, that's cool, man. I'll definitely live stream that for you so that we can see that. At least if the views are there, man. But I'm not taking any days off. We're gonna do that on the weekend. I'll start Saturday morning and we'll go through. Well, maybe I'll start Friday night. maybe I'll start Friday night and we'll go till, like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Oh, maybe if I could stay up and play, I don't know. We'll start Friday night and then we'll pick up, Saturday morning or something. So, all right, that's basically that. I'm gonna start covering some old games. We're just you'll probably see me live streaming some older stuff that I've wanted to get back to and wanted to play. I really do feel bad about the money that I spent on that game and the time that I took off of work to do that, because money is not as easy. I mean, money just isn't like it's not worth as much as it was 8 months ago. So it really does suck, man. And it's a lot of investment. I've invested a lot of time and money in this channel, and it is soul crushing, dude. There's videos that I've spent like 5 hours working on, and like I've gotten 30, 40 views out of them. And that's soul crushing, man, because that 5 hours I could have spent with my wife. I could have spent that with my kids. I could have been out there fishing, sitting by a lake, or doing something other than sitting here at this desk making this content. And it's soul crushing, man. But I don't blame you for not watching that. I blame myself for not creating a piece of content that you wanted to watch. I created something that I wanted, that I was like, yeah, man, I like this and I want to do this. And it was a project, and it's like, whoa, boy, some you win, some you lose, right? So that really sucks. It's just, yeah, man. I know I've been saying this, the money thing for a little while now, because it is true, man. Like it does start to add up. And especially like if this is why I'm frustrated about it. So just so that I'm not like sitting here trying to beg for donations or anything else. Like that is not that, trust and believe, that is not the purpose of this whatsoever. When I buy these games, I genuinely want to play them. I genuinely want to play them. When I buy them and I put out a video, like that first impressions video, I use those to gauge interest in the game. If the game doesn't get a lot of interest, then I move on. Then I move on, and I'm just like, oh man, and that sucks, because I've bought a lot lately that I'm like, ooh, dang, man, I should have not bought that. I should have not bought that, and that sucks, man, because like I do genuinely want to play them, but then now instead of being able to just sit down and play that game, now my mind's going into like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I gotta find something to make content. And that sucks, man, because now then my brain's just going 100 miles an hour, and it sucks. It starts to feel defeating when it comes to this and making content, because I buy these games and I want to play them, but if there's no interest, I don't have enough time in the day to sit and try to create interest for these games right now. You know what I mean? Like when I get a review code, like I do put in the work for those. I do sit down, I play through them without anybody. Then I went before the embargo, because those are nice. I get plenty of time to actually sit down and experience that. So those are fun. Like I like that. I wish that I could get review code for every freaking game, because then it would just make life so much easier, and I wouldn't have to feel like I do right now, and I could just be happy all the time. But yeah, dude, I got to build this channel before that is possible. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already hit that. I would appreciate that. It literally helps you get review code. Like seriously, the publishers, there's like some sites that are like, oh, dude, you got to have 15,000 subscribers to get a sword and fairy code. I was like, really? Are you serious, man? You want me to have 15,000 subscribers for a game that's been out for over a year? They're like, okay, whatever, I'll just buy the game. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. So yes, if that's why we care about subscribers, is so that we can, better position ourselves to be able to get content, code to bring you coverage earlier. I don't ever want to be one of those cynical dudes. I don't. I can guarantee you Sony's never going to give me review code. Just because, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not that I'm mean to them. If they tell me it's a $70 game and it's going to be the best quality and we're going to let the game speak for themselves, I'm like, yeah, dude, these guys are, heck yeah, man, this game's going to rock. And then when I get it and I'm like, oh, I'm disappointed. You know what I mean? You feel me, man? I'm just like, wow, dude, I thought this was going to be super quality and it's not super quality. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, But yeah, all right. Well, that's basically how I was feeling, man. Like I was just really feeling trash. And, I put something on Discord and Twitter today. So I wanted to clarify things, how I'm feeling, why I was feeling that way. And yeah, I'm just going to try to make smarter moves going forward. gonna try. Definitely gonna try. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep making mistakes or whatever, trying to grow this channel. But I'll tell you what, man, gamers are fickle people, man. We don't. I don't know, man. I never really even expected it to be as bad as it gets sometimes. I did not expect that. So, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. We'll probably end up streaming some more live or some more Saints Row because I want to play it. I do. I like the game and I just want to play it. So, all right, man. I'll see you in the next one.